NTV's Ben Cleary joins us live from Corner Brook. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Jody. That's exactly right. The second week of this provincial election is just about in the books. Now, the Liberals spent it campaigning in central and western Newfoundland, where they made promises like better supports for seniors and free school supplies for kids.
Continuing to hear from Newfoundlanders and Labradorians what's important to them, and it doesn't really change whatever region we're in the province.
Liberal leader John Hogan has been campaigning across the province for 2 weeks now. He says people continue to voice their concerns about things like healthcare and the cost of living, and he hopes his election promises will help address those issues.
A re-elected Liberal government is going to introduce 10 mobile primary care teams, with the first one starting right here in central Newfoundland.
Hogan began campaigning this week in central Newfoundland. It was in Botwood the Liberal leader promised mobile primary care teams that will travel to rural communities throughout the province, giving care to those who don't have access to a family doctor. The first mobile care team will be made up of a doctor and registered nurse who will travel throughout the Exploits Valley area.
So I think we need to be flexible. I think we need to, as you said, work with the municipalities, work with the communities and see what works best for them.
And on the West Coast, Hogan committed to helping seniors afford to live. If they win this election, the Liberals will increase the income thresholds for the NL Seniors benefit by 10%, meaning more people will be eligible to receive it. And they will double the Aging Well at Home grant and the caregiver benefit, both from $400 to $800 a month.
We visited a lot of seniors over the last 10 days, and they certainly, not unlike families, affordability is a big issue for them.
On Friday in Dare Lake, Hogan then promised to spend about $3 million on school supplies, committing to free school supplies for all students from kindergarten to grade 6, beginning in September of 2026.
You can imagine this is a lot of supplies, so we'll work with hopefully local suppliers to provide that when we do an RFP, but we want to make sure that we do get the best bang for our buck.
All these promises come with a price tag, and the Liberals plan on using future revenue from a finalized Churchill Falls deal to pay for their commitments. We caught up with Hogan in Norris Point this weekend. He says he continues to field questions from people on the new Churchill Falls deal.
There's been frustration for decades about the old deal, so they're excited that the opportunity is there. They're definitely asked questions to make sure that the price in Quebec goes up, that Newfoundlanders and Labradorians' price will go up as well. I think that's the main point, that people want that guarantee that the Churchill Falls money will flow to Newfoundlanders and Labradorians first and foremost.
As we enter the back half of this provincial election now, what we've heard from residents all across the province, whether that's in St. John's or Gander or Corner Brook or Labrador, are three main issues. That's access to affordable housing, supports for the cost of living, and also access to health care for either themselves or for loved ones.